Dylan, a little bit of a struggle in the first half, maybe trying to find the inside game, some turnovers being knocked back. Just what was the biggest problem in the first half?
Just a slow start. We had, just low energy. I don't know why, but it's not like we haven't seen zone to start basketball games before, but it just took us a really long time to, get some fluid to our offense. So, I mean, sometimes it's like that, so we'll practice tomorrow to try to right the ship.
Brian?
You've talked about not envisioning what the crowd would look like, but can you wrap your head around 39 straight home wins?
Not really, I just think that, what our fans have created is something special. You can't do that without the support, in the stands. It's hard to play in front of, not very many fans or no fans. It makes your job a lot easier when you can play in front of tens of thousands of fans every time you step on the floor. So, I would, attribute that to, Gamecock Nation for, giving us, the energy that's needed to put together a streak like we have.
Kyle?
Well, a slow start, but obviously overwhelming them with the boards kind of kept you out in front and finished with a 52-19 advantage. So how important was that to kind of?
Well, I think rebounding puts you in a position to win, every night. Whether it's offensive rebound and defensive rebounds, that means you're, creating, you're diminishing the amount of times that an opponent can score. You're giving them one shot at the basket, and then you're rebounding, you're getting more possessions. So for us, I thought it was, it's always a point of emphasis for us to out-rebound our opponents and the box out. I thought we made a conscious effort to box out tonight, and that's something that we're going to have to continue to do because, early on in the season, I don't think we were very committed to it.
David?
Ron, how frustrated does Tiffany get when the shots don't go down? And I guess your message to her is just to keep shooting.
Yeah, I mean it's frustrating. Tiffany's been on the other side of being a great efficient shooter, and anytime you experience going back to being average or less than average, it's really not a great feeling. It fuels her though. I looked at the stat sheet and I saw that she was 0 for 7 at halftime, but she was taking great shots. So I just told her, you're taking great shots. You just don't get frustrated. Basketball's been too good to her. The ball has seen the bottom of the net too many times for her to get frustrated. She just has to wait, for, an opportunity to see it go through. And then once it did, I think she rebounded fairly well in the second half.
David?
Dylan, how do you like your combinations so far this season? Do you think that you have, set answers for any situation, or is it just, are you still feeling out a few things?
Still feeling out a few things, I don't think we're getting, the punch that we need off the bench just from a perimeter standpoint. It's just, it's a crapshoot, and, we try to play, our second lineup, the players that are coming off the bench, they spend a lot of time playing together in practice, but they haven't yet been able to just kind of convert that over to playing in real games. So, makes you go back and say, maybe they need to play with some more experienced players individually. So, no, just it's just been a struggle trying to figure out, who and where to play them.
Brian?
You talked a little about it the other night, but Sarah, taking advantage of the opportunity to get in a little bit more with Aegis now. Is she progressing in the way you liked, and you like how she's kind of exerted herself and taking the opportunity?
Tonight was great for her. We've been looking for a confidence booster for Sarah, and tonight was the night. I thought she played with great energy on both sides of the ball. She's a great communicator out there. She got some shots to fall for herself, but if we can get great contributions from her, because she gives us a totally different look. She's athletic, she's a bruiser. She doesn't mind being physical in there. she just has to get more and more comfortable, and I thought she did a good job tonight.
Pete, over here.
Dawn, what's Asia Wilson's status right now? Could she have played if she had to, and is she going to play on Sunday?
Yeah, she could have played. She could have played, last Sunday. She could have played tonight. She will play on Sunday. She's been chomping at the bit to get back, in the lineup. So yeah, she will be playing on Sunday.
And also, you had a moment before the game, obviously, winning a USA Basketball Award. What does that mean to you? You're the first person to win as a coach and an athlete. That must be something unique and special.
It is. Anytime that you're able to play USA Basketball because of, what the culture is. The culture is, you come together for one common goal, and that's to win a gold medal. And if you're fortunate, you win gold medals, but you meet great coaches. I met, worked with Kim and Jeff, and we created a great staff. The committee put together, great human beings, great people. And then it made it a lot easier when it was time to kind of come together to work towards winning the goal. And it helps when you have your own players. When you're coaching one of your players, it helps the trip to go by a lot smoother. And when your player is Asia Wilson, and she's a big part of the success that team had, it feels good doing it with one of your own.
Kyle?
How nice was it to see your team kind of overcome that slow start, shoot 72% in the second half, and kind of go into the big win?
Well, it's always great to, kind of see us, pull ourselves out of, the hole that we dug. But, it's also disheartening to start that way. I think this game is it's a beautiful game that sometimes individuals have a funny way of taking that beauty away. And we're just a work in progress. When we're able to put it all together, I think we're going to be a tremendous basketball team. But we just have to work through these things.
David?
When we spoke to Frank Martin the other day, he said that watching you guys practice and play makes their program want to be better. I mean, how much do you feel like the atmosphere you guys have generated around this program has perhaps lifted them as well?
Well, I think I think we all look at each other and want to just mirror that type of success when our women's soccer team was winning and going to the NCAA tournament and going to the Elite Eight. That's what we wanted to do. When our football team was winning 11 games in the season, that's what it made us all work harder because we know when we win, we're supported like no other programs in the country. So we want that feeling. So, I think Frank is doing a tremendous job with his guys, and, winning is contagious, as we all know. But it's an atmosphere in which, we all want to do well for each other. We all want to cheer each other on, and, it's why, our theme of "It's great to be a Gamecock." It's because of those instances.
David?
Dozier starts over Roy tonight. Is that something that you think you might do more of going forward, or was it just trying to shake up the rotation?
I mean, it's all about production. We need people on the floor that's going to be productive. Tina hasn't really been productive, on either side of the ball, and that's not to, put a damper on what she's brought to the table. It's just, we got enough to, if she's not bringing it, we got somebody else to insert it, and hopefully that will kind of light a fire under her so she can compete and try to get back in the starting lineup. But that's the way it is at this point.
Anything else for Coach Staley? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks,